Good evening and welcome to you. We are discussing the different aspects of the astrology to get acquainted with the astrology. Today, I try to speak about the different planets and how they are behaving, how we are going to interpret, and how we are supposed to go with the different aspects of the or understand the different aspects of the planets. Now, we know already there are 7 planets. In fact, we are counting in astrology Jyotish as 9 planets. The Western astrology, as it has included another 3 planets, Indra, Yama, Varuna, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto also. Otherwise, Saptagraha. The Saptagraha, there are 2 Mandala Grahas, Ravi and Chandra, and 5 Tara Grahas. Rahu and Ketu are going to be the Chaya Grahas. That means thereby they are being said as the Mandala Grahas. The 5 Tara Grahas, we can see them like a star in the sky. These Tara Graha are having a peculiar accountability as Atichara, moving very fast, Stambha, stagnancy, or otherwise the Vakri or the retrogradation. The Vakri, Stambha and Atichara, all these 3 which we are observing from the earth, they are in fact not going very fast. They are moving according to their speed, but because of their path as an elliptical path, in the elliptical path when they are moving, they are being observed from the heliocentric and geocentric. There are another 2 terminologies. Helio means Surya. From the sun as a center, we are going to count the angle. Second is the geocentric. Commonly, we are following the geocentric calculation. This geocentric calculation, when we are looking from the sun, the angle of this planet in an elliptical path which is going to move, which has a different length of the path or the distance which is going to be covered in 30 degrees of the span as a Rasi. When we see, they will be appearing as they are going backward, that is retrogradation or the Vakrata. They are going to be stagnant or Stambha. They are going to move very fast enough. They are the Atichara. These 3 are going to be there. When we see these planets, each and every planet we have to observe very specifically. In entire the solar, when we see these planets are moving orbits around the sun is the very prime planet which we are going to understand. We already has got understood that light of the sun, which is going to make life on the earth. It is supposed to be in a specific distance of the 7 units or 1 astronomical unit. When it is in the 1 astronomical unit, then only the life is sustainable on any planet. As luckily, we are in the green zone from the sun, we are happy. The sun is said in Vedic Jyotisha as the Atma Karaka. Surya Atma Jagataha. From the Surya, as we know from the present day astronomy, it is a planet, it is a star, not a planet, it is a star with lots of the helium in it, which is going to burn, and there are so many gases in it. It is a gaseous planet. Vayu is converted as a energy that otherwise these gases which are going to convert as an energy is being observed. Even the Atma is observed as conversion into the energy form. Many a times we are not able to understand what this Atma is exactly. Atma, when we are thinking it is an energy form, then we are very much comfortably explaining what exactly it is from the different physicist formulas and also the physicist rules and regulations. The Atma is being converted as an energy form. When it is converted as an energy form, only it is being observable. The Atma and Paramatma, the super energy and energy, when we are going to translate, then it will be very comfortable enough. This is the first planet in the Vedanga Jyotisha, which is going to give the lots of the energy for the people. The second planet is the Buddha, Mercury. The Mercury is the green in color. The green color is always said to be the intellectuality. It is going to increase the memory and intellectuality, thinking capacities also. The Buddha, otherwise, we can attribute in the Vedic Jyotisham, Vedanga Jyotisham, as Jnana Pradata, who is going to give the knowledge. Ravi is very nearer to the Mercury, otherwise, Mercury is revolving very nearer to the sun. When the Mercury is revolving very nearer to the sun, whoever is going to understand the Atma, that he is going to possess the knowledge. Buddha, Mercury, when he is going to be possessing the knowledge or giving the knowledge, or he is around the knowledge, thereby the Buddha attribution is towards the knowledge. Whoever is wise, intelligent and wise. Wisdom is a bit different from that of the intelligent. A person who is intelligent, he is going to be around the officials, we can observe. A wisdom people, wise people, they are going to pretend. Here the Mercury is amicability also to be understood. He is a very amicable even. He is wise, not wise. He is an intelligent, and also he is said to be the amicable. The next planet is the Venus. Venus is always said for the love. It is for the pleasure. Pleasure and love are together always, all the time. The Venus, as he is a representative of the love, even this love is also not to be understood. What is actually the love? This is going to, even the Venus is not understood properly because it is having a very dense atmosphere. Thereby, we don't understand and we cannot see what is inside the Venus even. But the Venus, when we are looking, always, all the time, Venus is attributed to the affection and love and pleasure. This planet of the Venus, when we are going to see, he is always looking very affectionative and also beautiful. The next is going to be the moon. The moon is Chandrama Manaso Jataha. Chandra is always reflective of the mind. The mind is also, we cannot understand this mind also. There is a light side and there is a dark side of the mind also. Like the same, the moon is also having the light side or luminary side and non-luminary side or dark side. This planet of the moon, he is reflective and he is always associative with that of the individual. The mind is attached with. These attachments are going to be seen. When we see this next planet is the Mars, Kujagraha. The Kujagraha is red in color. Red is usually seen as an iron ore. When we see this Kuja, he is red color because of the iron. The blood is related with that of the Kuja. The Kuja is a Martian. A Martian is said to be a fighter. Arrogancy is going to be there for the fighters. And when we are going to see these different experiments made on the red color is going to increase the red blood corpuscles. It increases the bone also. It increases the muscle tone also. And it increases enthusiasm also. But apart from this, they observed in the various researches, the red color is going to increase the criminality and criminal mindset also is being observed. That means they want to always torture the people. That's what has been observed. Kuja is also to be understood in the same way. As he is traced and said as a warrior or a person, soldier, his duty is to kill. He is bloodshedding people. The next, when we see this, now out of the Navaratnas, Kuja is attributed with the coral. Coral is one of the best medicine to increase the blood and also bone, both the things. So when we see this coral is ore, or when the coral ring is placed on the finger, the people, those who are going to be there, bloodshedding, they are avoiding these bloodsheddings. That means like accidents and other things, they are going to be stopped or preventable. And whenever we are going to see these satellites or the upagrahas for the planets, these upagrahas are also going to have its impact over. For example, the Mars is going to have the two upagrahas, or the like our moon on the Earth. It is going to have two satellite planets. The satellite planets are being named as the Deimos and Phobos. Deimos and Phobos means Deimos is the war, Phobos is fear. That means a fight and fear are related with that of the Kuja is to be understood. So these fight and also fear and war, all these are going to be because of the ahankara, ego. The ego is going to be represented by the Mars once again. When we see this Mars, we have to understand this Mars more and more, because this Mars is not such a common planet. Many diseases, many conditions in any astrology, they are being dependent on the, especially the Mars. For example, when we are going to see the rotation of the planets, Earth is rotating once in 24 hours around the sun 360 days, and moon is moving around the sun for the 15 days of the side, 15 days black side is total together 30 days. Amavasya Purnami including. The 30 days is taken by the Chandra to revolve around the Earth. Chandra in one Rasi, he is going to stay for 2.5 days. Chandra, he stays 2.5 days in one Rashi. That is approximately, that is one star for one day. One star is 13 degrees 20 minutes. One Rasi is 30 degrees. When we see the next planet is the Mars, Venus. Venus approximately takes the 30 days in one Rasi. It depends upon its Atichara and Stamba and also even the retrogradation. Mars or the Kuja, he takes approximately 45 days time in one Rasi. That means 30 degrees to pass, he takes the 45 days. The next planet is the Jupiter. When we see, even the Mercury almost he is associated with the Sun and he takes 30 days for each of the Rasi. Jupiter or the Guru Graha is going to take 1 year to rotate in entire. That means almost he stay for 1 month. That is 1 degree per day he is moving. The Jupiter is moving 1 degree per minute approximately. The Saturn, he takes the longest time. He takes the 2.5 years to rotate the entire zodiac, that is 12 signs. When we see this Rahu and Ketu, two Chaya Grahas, they take 1.5 years approximately to rotate one zodiac cycle. Now, when the next planet as the Guru Graha, Guru is heaviest or biggest planet. Gurutvam, Laghutvam, when we see the Gurutvam is going to be the Guru Graha. The Guru Graha Jupiter, he is very big planet. And the Karakatwas, when we see this Guru Graha, Sthulatva, Bruhatva, are going to be understood with reference to that of the Guru, and a grossness, etc., are going to be get observed. And Sthulatva, obesity, overweight, are to be understood with the Guru Graha. Guru Graha is a Subhagraha. Sukra Graha is a Subhagraha. Whereas Kuja is not a Subhagraha. Chandra Subha Subhagraha, Buddha Subha Subhagraha. So Shani Asubhagraha. Malefic is Asubha, benefic is Subha. When we see this Shani as a malefic planet, he is also Vayu Tattva. And when he is distributive entire, he is relatively smaller planet than that of the Guru Graha. And this planet is blue color. Sky is also blue color. When we see the reflection of this light, the refraction of the Vibziar, we can observe out of these 7 planets also. As the Shani is also having lots of the small planets, and especially there are rings around this Saturn. You can observe the Saturn rings very recently in the sky, very nearer planet. The Jupiter and Saturn came very nearer. Thereby, we are able to see with the telescope even the surrounded, semi-surrounded or Saturn surrounded circles also very prominently. So this Shani is industrious in nature, very workaholic to be frank, and he is also reflective of the Atindriya Shakti. That is parapsychology, paranormal things also to be attributed to that of the Saturn especially. That's the reason why the Vamachara people are going to be working on the Amavasya and the with the Shani influences.